He joins us on Fridays to talk about all things entertainment. You can read his columns in the Marina Times. You can find him occasionally at the Royal Ground there on Polk, where he's hammering out columns and scripts and other stuff. He comes in on a wave of sunshine and rainbow.
Nice.
Oh, Michael Snyder, everybody.
Oh, hey,
Hi,
Michael. Good to see you. You know, when we see you, we know it's Friday. That's what.
Hey, I am the harbinger of the weekend, and I do want to lift people up. Again, cable news is still cobble news today, and the news is still not good. Then there's the booster. Booster? I don't even know her. I mean, seriously.
Oh, my God.
We
have to get an anti-ding. Will you get me an anti-ding?
That would be the buzzer that go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It was wrong, it was stupid, and I'm trying to be a better person.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Fine, but I mean, I want to make a point. The boosters are coming, and we should be cognizant of this. Yeah. And I want to point something interesting out about the situation. I don't know if people are getting vaccinated at the rate that they should be, but I know that my buddy Kevin Madden is doing his part. Check this out. He's a friend of mine, a fellow regular at the Royal Ground Cafe on Russian Hill since the beginning of July and lasting into October, to the end of October. He and his two performing alter egos, he's kind of like a superhero. He's the magicians Ash K and Kevin the Cap. They've been touring the lower 48 states in the continental U.S., so not Alaska and Hawaii, and doing magic shows and teaching magic classes to kids of all ages to promote the vaccination effort. I think that is really...
That really is cool. So where can people become aware of where he is? Or
Yeah. 120 straight nights on the road. I hope he can reach out to people. I can tell you, by the way, that Kevin is a first-rate close-up magician. You can read about what he's doing at the following website: Magic Show Drive Across America. One word, MagicShowDriveAcrossAmerica.com. That's Kevin Madden doing his part to raise awareness about vaccinations.
Wow, very nice. All right.
That is cool.
On to entertainment. Want to talk some new movies?
Yeah, whatever you'd like, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Candyman is a canny, chilling, and get this, thought-provoking sequel to 1992's Candyman, the movie that introduced the demonic inner-city death dealer with the hook hand. Okay, this movie is lean, powerful supernatural horror in an urban setting that's also willing to address centuries of racism and inequality in America. In the myth of the Candyman, he was a victim of racial injustice many decades ago and has survived over various incarnations, thirsting for vengeance and wreaking bloody havoc if summoned by anyone who looks into a mirror and repeats his name 5 times. Do not do this at home. I'm telling you, the Candyman is no joke. Anyway, this new version of the story taps into the events from the 1992 movie, basically recounting them like legend to feed and inform what goes down in the present day. The movie introduces Brianna, an art dealer played by Tiona Paris of If Beale Street Could Talk and WandaVision, and her struggling artist boyfriend Anthony, played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen of Us and HBO's Watchmen. The couple lives in Chicago near the former location of the bleak and dangerous Cabrini Green projects, an area that's been gentrified, but where past tragedies linger kind of like specters. And the area was ground zero for real-life horror. It was legit, the Cabrini Green project.
It was an awful place to live, is your point, yeah.
Indeed. When Brianna's brother recounts the story of the Candyman at dinner, it triggers something in Anthony that he expresses in his art, but a meeting with an older guy from Cabrini Green results in a very dark turn for Anthony and others, including some art fanciers. Again, this requires no knowledge of the earlier movie, which dealt with some of the same themes. But Candyman 2021 also looks at how art and culture can be co-opted. The use of shadow puppets in this thing, chillingly effective, as are the callbacks to the first movie. I particularly liked what the movie has to say about the predatory, exploitive, and often fickle aspects of the contemporary art scene. It sets up a legend and tells its contemporary story in a very clear, genuinely scary way. Kudos to director, co-screenwriter Nia DaCosta and producer Jordan Peele of Get Out, Us, and Key and Peele fame, who was also one of the other screenwriters on this very tasty Candyman. Note there is body horror, Mark, that's depicted and might be upsetting, albeit in the most appropriate of ways. It would make you squeamish, I would guess.
No, this is not for me at all. But this sounds great. I mean, it sounds to me like it is chilling, intense. It has that Jordan Peele thing, which is really a psychological horror too, I think, right?
Yeah,
don't you feel that?
Absolutely, and it addresses racism.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say, and it has clearly a significant message.
It's in theaters. I expect it's going to rock on home video when available.
So it's called Candyman. Okay, what else? What else you have?
Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry, Brett. Did you have something?
Is it based on a true story?
It is based. Well, in a way, it is based on a true story.
It's based on a legend. It's kind of like, the true story is it was hellish to live in the Cabrini
That
Green
is true.
projects.
That's what I mean. It's true
and in what we could call ghettos all across America. And it's a historical stain on America, and this kind of deals with it in this way. Anyway, I didn't have a chance to see and review Reminiscence last week. I love science fiction and film noir, so I guess I'm kind of the target audience for Reminiscence. It's a new movie that hit theaters and simultaneously dropped on HBO Max last weekend. It was directed and written by Lisa Joy, one of the creatives behind the series reimagining of Westworld on HBO, and I am an unabashed Westworld fan, which made me even more eager to see Reminiscence. This is set in an all-too-near future when global warming has put some parts of the country, the coastal regions and cities, underwater, and other cities as well. There's a reference to London being flooded and so on. In a partially sunken Miami of canals, poverty, and gated, raised enclaves of the wealthy, a tormented Army veteran named Nick and his fellow ex-soldier Watts run a therapeutic service that allows clients to relive past experiences, to understand them, or simply escape whatever's going on in their lives at the present day. The process also allows police to solve crimes by basically compelling suspects to reveal their past activities via this memory machine that also projects holographic images of those memories. So when an alluring woman of mystery named May shows up for a memory session, Nick is immediately smitten, and when she disappears, he's driven to find out the truth about her with devastating results. Yeah, derivative of some previous movies that melded and mashed film noir and science fiction. Blade Runner, Dark City, Strange Days, to be precise, all of which are better. But Reminiscence does offer a trio of very able lead actors. Hugh Jackman as poor Nick, Rebecca Ferguson of the Mission Impossible movies as Femme Fatale May, and Tandy Newton, a.k.a. Thandiwe Newton, of Westworld as the cynical Watts. And they deliver spirited performances. There's good cinematography and effects work. On the downside of the ledger, it dragged here and there, and Lisa Joy does not stick the landing. Reminiscence isn't near as memorable as the movies that seem to have inspired it, but overall, I thought it was a decent watch. Again, I think I'm its target audience, and I was not blown away. I'd liken it to reading one of author Dean Koontz's lesser but still diverting novels.
Oh, I see.
So anyway, theaters and HBO Max.
Not bad, but has a couple issues.
Yeah, you've been there before.
Okay.
In the future. Vacation Friends, premiering this weekend on Hulu, seems to have been the result of agents and producers thinking that it would be great to have the likable John Cena and Lil Rel Howery team up for a buddy comedy.
It's a wild idea, but it just might work.
But it doesn't work is what I'm sounding.
Yeah. They forgot the comedy part. Anyway, in Vacation Friends, Marcus and Emily, that would be Howery and Yvonne Orji, are a couple on vacation at a fancy Mexican resort hotel. He wants to propose to her there, even though her father and brother hate him. Emily's dad is a wealthy, dignified guy who thinks of Marcus as a crude construction worker, unfit to be his son-in-law. Even if Marcus owns his own incredibly successful construction company, Emily's brother he's just a jerk. Anywho, the hotel screws up the reservation in Mexico, so Marcus and Emily are screwed until another couple who have the biggest suite in the place offer to share. Now, Ron, who is a swaggering, muscular forest ranger played by Cena, of course, and his ditzy girlfriend, Kyla, played by Meredith Hagner, are determined to help Marcus and Emily loosen up and have a good time like it or not, by the time Vacation Friends shifts focus from Mexico to a wedding party in Atlanta, you're going to wish you were on vacation anywhere else.
Man, I can't believe it. Lil Rel. I love Lil Rel.
Lil Rel is talented. John Cena. Look, it's strained. It's unfunny. It's painful to watch at times.
Oh, my God.
And wait. I like other things that Cena and Howery have done. For instance, the Suicide Squad scene is great. Bad Trip with Eric Andre. Lil Rel's fantastic in that. This, alas, is a chore to watch. Again, it's a comedy with next to no laughs on Hulu.
Oh, you are doing us a public service. I think that might be the most negative movie review I've ever heard you do, Michael.
No, that's not. He's raked a couple over the coals worse than that.
Good day, sir.
That's right, yeah.
By the way, quick note. Ma Belle, My Beauty is a good little indie movie about polyamory. And by the way, polyamory is not a free-spirited young women I dated in college. It's a romantic...
Oh, my God. I need an anti-ding for Michael today.
Anyway, it's a romantic and sexually, deep relationship between multiple consenting partners. Anyway, this is a very pleasantly languid examination of a polyamorous relationship in the sunny countryside of southern France. When one of an ex-partner comes to visit her former partners, and they were a throuple in New Orleans, and
wow.
You're down to 5% battery.
We are late. I'm sorry. They were a throuple, but you liked it.
I thought it was okay stuff.
What is it called again?
It's called Ma Belle, My Beauty. It's in theaters.
Languid gets a ding. Yeah. Michael Snyder, you are lovely to spend time with us. I wish we had more time. You can read Michael in the Marina Times. You can find Michael at the Royal Grounds many a day. And on Fridays, he comes and goes on a rainbow. Michael! Mark Thompson, KGO, 810.